The only difference between you and the kind of women who get what they want is that those women have mastered the skill of creating results. You know who I'm talking about, right? They don't just have a killer career or an amazing relationship or exceptional health. They have got all of those things because instead of trying to master every individual area of their life, they have mastered the skill of getting what they want and then just applied it to all of those areas. I spent the last 10 years studying these women to try and figure out what it was that they knew that I didn't, and now I have become one of them. I've got a full-time business doing what I love, the relationship of my dreams. I get to travel internationally. I've got exceptional health, and I get opportunities all the time. And it's because I discovered that there are 7 secrets that all of these women use to get what they want, and I'm going to share them with you today. If you don't know who I am, my name's Sarah. I'm a high-performance coach, and on this channel, I help you take more action towards your goals in your life and your business. So let's dive into the 7 steps. Before we do that though, make sure you think about something that you really want right now. What is it that you could really use? Is it something in your relationship? Is it something in your career? Is it in your health? What do you really want? Because as we go through these 7 secrets, I want you to be able to apply them. Okay, the first secret of women who get what they want is that they identify their result-producing action. A result-producing action is the action that comes directly before the result. So whatever result that you want, it's the action that actually creates that result. All of these women know the action that comes directly before they get the outcome that they want. I always like to think of it in terms of basketball, because in basketball, the result-producing action is taking a shot. You can run up and down the court or pump weights in the gym or defend extremely well, but it doesn't matter if you don't actually shoot the ball into the basket. You're never going to create that result. So think about what that is for you. If the result that you want is to create customers in your business, then the result-producing action is to invite customers to buy from you. You have to do the thing that comes directly before the result. These women know that, and they eliminate as much as they possibly can from their to-do list that is not the result-producing action. All right, the second secret of women who get what they want is that they find their catalyst. Because when it comes to getting what you want in this life, most of the time, it involves getting it from someone else. Or if it's not getting it from them, it's getting support from someone who can help you get it. So these women know who their catalyst is, and they go and get them. Maybe your catalyst is a coach or a mentor who's done what you want to do. Or maybe it's the owner of a company who can give you what you want. Or maybe it's your boyfriend's sister's a friend who can tell you how that you can connect with a casting director. You have to find who that person is for you and seek them out and go and connect with them so that they can help you get what you want. The women who get what they want don't try and do it alone. Okay, the third secret of women who get what they want is that they ask for what they want. They aren't afraid of rejection. They aren't afraid of hearing no, because they understand that hearing no doesn't mean anything about them. Hearing no is simply a word. Hearing no doesn't mean no to you. It means no from that person. So when you ask for something, you're simply getting a no that it's not going to come from that person, not a no that you can never get it. These women understand that, and they know that rejection is actually an emotion. It's not something that can happen to you. You can't be rejected. You can only feel rejected. Sure, someone can say no, but they can't reject you. That's something that happens in your own mind. You decide whether you're rejected or not, because you are choosing the thoughts that you think. So when someone says no, you don't have to make it mean something bad. You can just decide, okay, they said no, but I'm still a yes. So who am I going to get the yes from? Asking boldly for what you want really isn't scary once you realize that you are in control of whether or not you feel rejected. You get to decide, no one else. So that is secret number 3. You've got to ask for what you want. If you're enjoying this video, then make sure you hit subscribe, because I make videos all about how to achieve your goals and take more action towards them. So if you want more of this, then make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss it. All right, the fourth secret of women who get what they want is they use TPB. TPB is an acronym, and it stands for their personal bonus. So when you're thinking about what it is that you want, you have to think about what the person who's going to give it to you actually wants. In order to get it, you're gonna have to help people get what they want. That's just how the world works. But so few people actually apply this when they're asking for what they want. They just go in with, well, I want this, instead of asking themselves, now what does this person want? So when you ask for something, instead of saying, I want this, you say, you want this. Let me help you get it by giving me what I want. So notice before when I asked you to subscribe, I didn't just say, hit subscribe, because I want that. I said, here's why you should subscribe, because you're gonna get this from it. So when you want something from someone, you've got to figure out what is their personal bonus. Why should they do this? I see this go wrong all the time in job interviews. People say, here's why I'm gonna benefit the company. But the person hiring you doesn't really care about whether you benefit the company. They care about whether you benefit them. And so you have to figure out, what is it that that person wants? Do they want you to be the quickest candidate to go through? Do they want you to be the one who's gonna be extra supportive or stay late on weekends? Or what are you gonna do that's gonna benefit them directly? You wanna start thinking about that for every single person that you ask something for. What do you want and how can I help you get it? There's an amazing quote by the author Zig Ziglar, and he says, you can get everything you want in life by helping enough people get what they want. So women who get what they want are experts at figuring out how to get other people what they want. All right, the fifth secret of women who get what they want is they are relentlessly resourceful. This concept comes from someone called Paul Graham, who created a startup accelerator in Silicon Valley. And what he does is he invites different entrepreneurs to come and live in Silicon Valley, and he's going to give you $500,000 to start your business. And so of course, if you're doing that, you've got to be pretty sure that that business is going to succeed. And Paul Graham figured out, after working with lots and lots of startups, that the thing that makes people successful at startups isn't whether or not they have the best ideas or whether they have the best team or the greatest intelligence. He discovered that what makes a startup successful is your ability to be relentlessly resourceful. When you can find a problem and not just be resourceful at solving it, but be relentlessly resourceful, never give up, keep looking for ways to solve it, that is the greatest indicator of whether or not you are going to succeed as a company. The same is true for women who get what they want. They are creative about finding solutions for what they want. They keep trying new things and keep persevering until they get the result that they want. They don't give up after a few tries. That's a huge difference I see in my work as a coach. Sometimes people will say, well, I tried running a webinar and it didn't work. And I'm like, you tried once? And they're like, yeah. Like, try 10 more times. Why not? Why not be relentlessly resourceful about how you can create the results? So I highly recommend that if you are facing a challenge, you create a list of 10 different things that you could do to solve that problem. 10 creative ways, because after the first couple, your brain is going to be like, well, that's all. And it's not going to think that there's anything else. But that is when the crazy, relentlessly resourceful ideas come in, when you push beyond those basic ideas that your brain has. One time, this travel agent told me that I couldn't go to Bora Bora. She was just flat out like, you can't afford to do it. And I was like, okay, challenge accepted. And I made a list of all the ways that I could go to Bora Bora on a budget as a student. One of the issues that I was facing was how expensive food was going to be. We were going to spend thousands of dollars on food because it's all in this secluded island and basically every bit of food gets flown in. So I decided, well, if they can fly in their food, why can't I fly in my food? And I ended up bringing an entire suitcase full of instant noodles. I got to go to Bora Bora because I was relentlessly resourceful about what kind of food I was willing to eat and what kind of place I was willing to stay in. So that is the fifth secret of women who get what they want, is to be relentlessly resourceful. The sixth secret of women who get what they want is they position themselves in the current of opportunity. They go where the opportunities are. Instead of waiting for an opportunity to turn up on their doorstep, they go out and put themselves in places where opportunities can find them. Like if you want to be an actor in a movie, you've got to put yourself where actors get selected. You've got to go to the cities where they're chosen. You've got to meet directors. You've got to connect with different actors. You've got to talk to casting directors. You've got to actually put yourself in the place where opportunities can come to you. And they're not just in big cities. They're also online. They're in small cities, but you've got to position yourself in the current of opportunity where opportunity can find you. For the last 2 Mondays, I decided that instead of working from home, I'm going to work from a cafe. And both of those times, in 2 different cafes, I created opportunities that I wouldn't have had otherwise by talking to people who were there. And they were just random. I bumped into them. I didn't even intentionally seek those out, but I was putting myself in a place where opportunities could find me. I also used to be a social media manager while I was building up my business. And instead of working from home, I worked at a co-working space. And after just a few months, I had so many clients, I could barely handle all the clients I had because there were so many people there who wanted to refer me. And we were all supporting each other and referring each other clients. So whatever it is you want, you've got to position yourself in a place where it can actually come to you. And you've got to do it in a certain energy, which brings me to the 7th and final secret of women who get what they want, is they radiate self-confidence. Women who get what they want know that they don't have to be perfect at everything. They just have to be amazing at being themselves. It's the difference between confidence and self-confidence. Confidence comes from building your skills at doing something. So you've done something a lot of times and so you're confident to do it. But self-confidence comes from your belief in your ability to figure things out. And women who get what they want are really good at figuring things out. They know that they can figure any situation out, even if they've never done it before. And they bring that self-confidence to any situation. And so you look at her and you're like, how does she seem to be able to do everything? It's because she has the confidence within herself that she can achieve anything that she wants. She doesn't worry about whether or not she's done it before because she knows she can figure it out. So not only is she walking around in the world feeling self-confident and going after her goals because she has that belief in her ability to figure things out, but other people also look at her and go, wow, she seems like she knows what she's doing. There's actually this concept in psychology called the halo effect, which shows that if you think someone's good at one thing, you also assume that they're good at something else. And so when you project self-confidence and when you show up with that level of confidence, people assume that you're also trustworthy and that you're also good at what you do and that you're also probably really smart. And they want to give you things that you want and they want to help you. So it has a double effect. When you radiate self-confidence, not only do you get what you want, but other people want to give it to you. If you want to go deeper on how to generate that self-confidence, then make sure you check out my video on how to be confident in 8 minutes. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to actually generate that self-confidence. All right, those are the 7 secrets of women who get what they want. They take those secrets and they apply them to every area of their life. They identify their result-producing action, they find their catalyst, they ask for what they want, they use TPB or their personal bonus. They're relentlessly resourceful. They position themselves in the current of opportunity and they radiate confidence. Let me know in the comments what your favorite secret is. I would love to hear what resonated with you the most. And if you want to take more action towards your goals in your life and your business, then don't forget to hit subscribe because there is plenty more content just like this coming at you. And I will talk to you in the next video.